Good morning, Lower School, and welcome to week 9. What a journey we have been on. And what's really nice is that our story that we've been focusing on the past 9 weeks has been all about the journey. So, this week's focus is all about pronouns. And pronouns replace nouns. And remember, nouns are things, people, and places. If we didn't have pronouns, we'd have to keep repeating our nouns, and it would make our sentences really repetitive and quite boring at times. So, what type of pronouns can we be using? We've got personal pronouns, which are I, you, he, she. Possessive pronouns, which is mine, yours, theirs. Relative pronouns, which is who, that, which, with. And demonstrative pronouns, which is this, that, these. This is just a small selection of pronouns, and if you want to do further research to find out what other pronouns there are out there, please feel free to, because there are lots more that you can use within your writing. Maybe I'll explain what you could do later on in this lesson. Let's take a look. Using our lovely picture here of the girl going through the canals in the city, let's take a look at some of our sentences. The river meandered throughout the city, and the girl remained in her wooden boat. It carried her slowly, with no specific destination or end. Can you find any pronouns within here? Pause and try and see if you can say them out loud. Did you find any? Let's go through it. The river meandered throughout the city, and the girl remained in her wooden boat. Did you spot one? There is one here where it says her wooden boat, because we wouldn't want to say the river meandered throughout the city and the girl remained in the girl's wooden boat. So we put a pronoun in of her. It is another type of pronoun. It refers back to the wooden boat, because we don't want to end up saying the wooden boat carried her slowly, because it would sound quite repetitive. Let me show you. The river meandered throughout the city, and the girl remained in her wooden boat. The wooden boat carried her slowly. As you can hear, it is quite repetitive, and therefore, instead of saying the wooden boat again, we say it. Let's take a look at some other ones. As she continued on the canal, people watched her. They seemed happy at first to see the girl, but their expressions changed. As you can see in the first sentence, there are 2 different words we use for the girl. Do you know which ones they are? One is she, and one is her. If we were to say the girl in both of those places, it would sound quite repetitive. Let's have a listen. As the girl continued on the canal, people, I do apologise. As the girl continued on the canal, people watched the girl. So as you can hear, it is quite repetitive. So therefore, we use she and her. They is another type of pronoun that refers back to the people that watched the girl on the boat. So they seemed happy at first to see the girl, and it's okay to use the noun every now and again, but their expressions changed. So as you can see, we use there as well to remind us that the people's expressions changed. Because if we didn't use there, it would say, but the people's expressions changed, and we would be repeating ourselves. Let's look at one final example. The girl did not see this and continued on her merry way. Taking in the sights, she sighed with happiness. The boat continued to bob on the water, pushed along by the current. Can you see any in this sentence? Your challenge is for this week is to comment in the Purple Mash blog to find out if there were any in this sentence or in this small paragraph. And if there aren't, can you rewrite it and add to it using some of these fantastic pronouns? Your class teachers and your pupils and peers in your class cannot wait to see what you come up with. And I look forward to sharing our last grammar objective next week.